Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Greetings to you. Today, being 11th of August 2020, if I'm not mistaken, I greet every one of you and I welcome all of you that are watching from different places. Mighty Chukwu Kikabiama, guide and protect every one of you. This morning, there is something I see. There are some videos I see moving around on social media. And I feel like it's very, very necessary, very, very important for me to bring it and let the world know that sometimes there's something that some of our elders do. And when you see all these things, they will think maybe at times it's not necessary for the young ones to teach elders due to their age, but there is a level the elders will bring themselves down. Then they will now, you as a young boy, you as a young girl, you as you will lecture them, because all I do in this my platform is educating people, letting them know the right thing and how to move, because in Biafra land, there are some certain things we will abolish. We are not abolishing them because if we keep them, we cannot keep them. But we are abolishing them due to the things they are using it to do. So before I proceed this morning, let me hand over this exclusive lecture to the hands of Chukwu Kikabiama, so that he can guide our utterance and give us more wisdom and understanding to comprehend what we are saying, for us to understand the message of Chukwu Kikabiama, and for him to strengthen us to preach this very gospel, because this very gospel must be preached. It must be preached to everyone out there, and there's no person or there's no specific person that are assigned to carry out this very gospel. It's all our collective duties to do it. So wherever you are, you know that this very gospel are in your mind. You have to carry it out because you have been called and be chosen for it. So this morning, I am calling on Chukwu Kikabiama, Onye Pụrụ Ihe Niile, to come and take absolutely control in this struggle, for him to guide us and give us more wisdom and more strength, for us to restore his kingdom on this earth, for us to reach that promised land alive, for we to have our freedom now, not tomorrow, for us to be alive to restore this Biafra, and we will be alive to enjoy the fruit of our labor. Our suffer will never be in vain. And I am calling on Chukwu Kikabiama to guide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, guide Uche Mofo, guide George Onyibe, guide every IPOB parastatals, wherever they are, and other people. It is Lizzie, Chimamanda, all of them. May Chukwu Kikabiama guide them and protect them. He said, I pray may Chukwu Kikabiama sabotage every evil plan by whoever trying to hinder this restoration of Biafra, may Chukwu Okike Abiama sabotage every of their plan and render it useless. He say, today, my message is going direct to our traditional rulers and some of the governors and the other prominent people that we have in Biafra land. Because I have seen it that it's very necessary for us to educate them. Because our elders, some of our elders, not all of them, some of our elders, especially the rich ones, have lost sense of reasoning. They don't have conscience. They don't have human sympathy again. That is why you can see that none of them are thinking of what our people are passing through. That's why you see them, most of them, doing whatever they like, selling us out. Today, I see some group of traditional, yesterday, I see some group of traditional rulers from Anambra State sharing bribe money from Prince Ateze Ukpo. So I was asking myself, is these people not the so-called elders we have in our land? Why are they taking bribe instead of to stand on the truth? That shows that the level of marginalization, the level of corruptions, the level of suffering, the level of poverty, the level of unemployment in our land, these people don't think of it. They don't care. All they think is their pocket. Do you see the reason why I will advocate when Biafra is restored for us to abolish every monarchy? Because they don't have any function. They are of no use to us. When a traditional ruler involves himself in a such disrespectful and corruptful manners, you will see that the culture of the land will not stand it. The culture will vanish. The respect, the spirit that is guiding that land will go away. And it's left when the elders failed to stand on their duties. They have failed to take the mantle leadership and the primary functions of their positions. We were left with no option than to take it away from them. Now, do you know the reason why they collected that very money? They collected that money because Ateze wants them to support one nigger area. Ateze wants them to support the evil political parties known as APC. Ateze wants them to disregard all efforts by IPOB. Ateze never believed that Biafra restoration can do any good to the Igbos or to the eastern part of Nigeria. And he is using his wealth to make sure that he helped the APC evil government to destroy every plan, all the labors of IPOB and the Biafrans. And I think, I wonder what these so-called our elders, traditional rulers, are they poor? Of course, they are not poor. They have money because they are in charge of most of the 90% tax that they generate in every town, every villages in those places. They collect their own percentage. Yet, the little sacrifice they need to offer to our people, they have failed out of their greediness and selfish desire. Every leaders in every community that is participating in sharing that bribe need to be sanctioned. Although for me, I don't like disrespecting elders, but what an elder that have disrespected himself don't deserve my respect. You don't deserve my respect, because you need to put your people first. As a traditional ruler, what you need to do is to protect your subject, because your mantle, that leadership they hand over to you, is to protect the life and properties of your subjects within your territory, your geographical zones. You have to protect them. Now, instead of you to protect them, you have subjected yourself to become a slave. Now, the entire eastern region have now, their governors are now slaves because of money. Now, the traditional rulers are now the same thing because of money. In our land today, a traditional ruler, a king, which we refer as the Igwe of the town, can no longer make a decision on what will happen in that very town. He will now go to the other king from the north to seek for permission, to seek on what will happen, how to govern or how to make laws. And you call yourself a custodian of the gods of the land, a traditional protector, the protectors of our menal, the mouthpiece of the gods. Have you seen the reason why Biafrans are suffering all over the world? We are suffering. For me, let me tell you one thing. I'm a Christian because that is the way I was born and brought up. I pray as a Christian because that is how I was brought up. And I must tell you that being a Christianity or being whatever, that has nothing to do with your characters and your self-esteem. That has nothing to do with the way you live your life. Being a Christian doesn't mean that you will now fold your arms and watch others kill you. Like some will say that I'm not a pure Christian because the way I speak against the Christianity is very wrong. I say that I am not speaking against the Christianity. Even the tradition people we are talking, when they do bad, I tell them because I was born to say the truth. The gospel truth is my mission, and the restoration of my nation, of my country, is what I stand for. You can't tell because of I'm a Christian, I will be fighting them. I will fight myself, because fighting against Biafra is like fighting myself. Making any movement to sabotage Biafra is like making a movement to sabotage myself of being progress. So today today's lecture is directed to our traditional rulers and the so-called bloggers and people that owns platforms, because I have received a lot of messages and I have seen some people complaining, but you have the right to choose or to do whatever you want to do. That is why in outside country, ignorance is not an excuse before the law. I'm not aware is not an excuse before the law. And for you not to say that you are not aware, that is why the platform are there for you to listen. The radios and the other informations are there for you to get. You must, before you do something, make inquiries of what you're about to do. So today now, the problem we are facing in our land today, The source of it is from our traditional rulers. The invading of Fulani men in our land today, the people that permitted that is our traditional rulers. The corruption on the robbery and this corruption you are seeing today in our land started from our traditional rulers because they have failed to protect the land. They have failed to make laws that will guide their town and communities. When you have an autonomous community, you have a king. What is the primary function of a king? You know, there is a saying that says that the worst thing that will happen to a leader is when he failed to know when his followers stop listening to him. When you fail to realize that the people you are leading are no longer listening to you, that is the worst thing that will happen to you, because you will not know when they will just remove you like an ant. Now, when I saw the video, although I see one once someone wrote that you cannot shame the shameless. I said that our traditional rulers are shameless. I'm ashamed of them. For you to go to the extent of collecting bribe to promote evil in your own land, to promote atrocities in your own land, do you know that if it were to be when the law of the land is functioning, the moment a king collects bribe to work against anything righteous, he will be struck to death by the gods. But now even the chief priest and the custodians of the gods are now collecting bribe in Biafra land. Now that is the reason why you see Christianity taking over them. I'm not saying that Christianity is good, because the same evil that you see in tradition in our culture today is also in a Christian religion today. But once they see that this one is more preferable, that is the one they follow. How can a man that calls himself a king sell out his people, and you say you have a conscience? You say that you're a custodian of the gods. Do you know what Isomenala is? I have seen the reason why people are running out of the tradition and be running into Christian, because Christian does not kill. Christianity does not kill. If you were to keep the Omenala, the tradition, all these evil things will not be happening. Chukwunazepele, good morning from here. God bless you. So the atrocities you see in Biafra land today, the source, the founders of it, the people that cause it is the traditional rulers. And I think it's very necessary for us to tell them that what they are doing is very wrong. Now, you as a king, what you need to do, my pocket. You as a king, what you need to do is first of all protect your land. When Fulani men enter, before any Fulani men enter any village in Biafra land today, go and ask that king. They visited him first. They visit that king first, and they either give that king one cow or they give him money. The moment you collect this money, the moment you collect that cow, you have taken bribe. And the moment you take bribe, you have given them the go-ahead to do whatever they want to do. The moment you collect those things, for example, whenever let me use the zoo police as an example. You see, when you see armed robbers, they will rob and go scot-free. Not because the police are not there to come confront them. But they have settled the DPO. They have settled the IG. What you will see is that the moment they are robbing, you will not see any policeman there. Immediately they left, you will see them coming, because once they leave, one of them will call them, "We are out, you people can go." Then you will see them, they will come, "Where are them? Where are them? Where are them?" Meanwhile, they are aware of they have gone. Tell them they pass this way, they will tell you, say they will pass this way, to go and block them. Once they pass this way, they will be going back to their station. That is what is going on in the Biafra land today because of the kings we have. They collect the cows, they collect bribe and give the land to the Fulani herdsmen. The unemployment you see today, you see young people engaging themselves into robbery. You see young people today engaging themselves into one crime or the other. Do you know that the kings have the right to comb all those things? The king in our land have the right to comb some of the crimes you are seeing today. Instead of them doing this, they are promoting it. Most of the villages today in Biafra land, their citizens don't have a piece of land to farm. Their villages don't have where to cultivate. Not that they are lazy, but they don't have where to cultivate. Instead of them to go into robbery, they will be going job for those that have land. They will be earning daily payment, wages. Then you will see a Fulani with their cow from all the way from the north. People that don't pay tax, they don't pay revenue, they don't do anything in that land, they don't know how that land grow and reach to the extent. Then they will now come and give the same king a 1 cow or 2 cows. Then the king will now hand over that land that his own subject was unable to get in order to farm. He will hand over that land to the Fulani herdsmen as an open graze. Now, what are you now promoting? Then the Fulani herdsmen will now camp in that land, and they will be going from that particular place you give them to the other places and destroy farms, feeding their cows with other people's cassava and yam, potatoes, and all the whole crops in the land. When the villagers complain, when they go to the king to complain, do you know what he will tell them? He will tell them, "Okay, I have heard you people. You may go. I will send my boys to go and investigate. I will send my boys to go and investigate, and I will come back to you. Those people must be apprehended." You will wait. First day, second day, third day. 1 week will pass, 2 weeks, you will not see any reply. Do you know why you will not see any reply? Because the king have taken bribe. He cannot confront the Fulani herdsmen again because they have exchanged that land with the cow. That means the king have to shut up because he cannot longer return that cow and the money they give to him, meaning that he have sold his own subject for money and the cow. Are you people aware of that? That is the reason when this thing happen, you will see that Fulani herdsman, that little boy of 20 years, of 18 years, of 30 years, a small boy, he will call other his brothers, "Oh, come, we have secured a place for you people to live." I'm telling you how the Fulani herdsmen, how they used to penetrate our villages today, how they used to conquer us without any person saying anything. Because it is the villagers and the king will raise alarm before the state government can intervene. Now they have silenced the king. If any other person from that village move ahead of the king to police station, no man will listen to the police. What they will do, the police people will now send one of the delegates to meet the king because they must meet the king. When they meet the king will tell the police people, "Don't worry, I am in charge. I'm on top of the matter. I'm on top of the matter. When you tell you that I'm on top of the matter, what next? The police people will go back. That is when you meet non-Fulani policeman, or maybe you are lucky to meet a real Hausa man. Not even when you meet an Igbo man, no result. So when you are going for case, Clement Anato, I cite you, may God bless you. When you are going to case, instead of you to use an Igbo man as a lawyer or as a policeman to fight a Fulani man, you better use an Hausa man, because Igbo man is the same thing. As far as you are an Igbo man, he will betray you along the side because of money. So that is how you see this evil Fulani herdsmen penetrating our land, because the kings love eating bribes. The king love collecting cows. You want to be the richest king. You forget that you are a servant to the village, to the town you are a king to. That your duty there is to use your position to protect them. Now the villagers, the people now cannot go to the police, because some of them don't have the money to bribe the police. Because even they tell you that the police is free, this is free. For you to go to police to even do anything, for you to write statement, you will pay for it. For police people to follow you, they will say pay for fuel money for their van. Some will charge you 3,000, some will charge you 5,000. Now ask me, you that don't have 1,000 naira to even cater for your family problem, where can you get 3,000 to bribe policeman that is receiving salary and allocations to fuel their cars to protect the village? When you don't have this money, they will not come. And the Fulani people, when they realize that you have gone to the police, maybe they destroy your farm, do you know what they will do next? They will now call their brother who is a DPO. They will now call their brother who is in IG of police. See what is about to happen in so place. Now they will use their brother, the influencer, to instruct that no police person will go there to arrest them. They have conquered that village. Immediately this happened, they have captured that village, because the king who has the power, he has the money, he has the authority to order them. My friend, I don't want you in my land. I don't want to see you people in my land. Get out of my land. He will give that order and they will leave. Have already taken bribe. Do you see the failure of kings today? The more reason I tell you that most of the monarchy I will advocate for the abolish. We will abolish them because they have failed. That is why up till today, apart from late Igwe Israel Okukanu, apart from him, have you ever seen any other traditional ruler that says something against this Fulani killing in Biafra land? You can never see. Even to the extent they have started kidnapping some of the chiefs. But the bribe they have taken cannot allow them to speak. Do you see the reason you need to protect your integrity? That taking bribe is a sin. And the more you take it, it will cause more havoc to you than the outside, because most of the kings now are willing to speak. Their mind will tell them, speak. No, let us act. But do you know the reason why they cannot act? The bribe they have taken, the money they have eaten, the cow they have collected from these people. They cannot speak, because when you speak, when you fight against these people, they will tell you that we have settled you. And if you continue to speak, they will threaten to expose you, because they know that by exposing you, you might leave your throne. The villagers might come against you. Now, for them to remain in power, they will not keep silent, because they have sold their hand on evil thing. Their hands are no longer clean, and that throne is more important to them than every other thing. That throne is more important to them than your own soul, than your own life. Now, after all these things, after they have done all this evil, after all the king have failed now, this young stupid boy, this young stupid group of elements that don't have anything in their head, that they don't know the meaning of stop. None of them have sense. The only thing they are after is their cows. They don't care if that yam that they are using to feed their cow is what you will use to pay the debt. Some of these villagers go to the extent of borrowing money in the various meetings they joined in order to do farm land. When they cultivate, when they harvest their crops, they will sell it to be able to pay the debt, and to be the remaining one they will use it to cater their family problem. Now these planting people will now destroy this farmland. The money they borrowed, everything, they will just destroy it. These poor people now that borrow this money, where do you expect them? Where do you expect them to get money to pay to the meeting people they have borrowed this money? And there is no way you can go back to the meeting people and tell them that Fulani men destroy your farmland, that they will listen to you, because that is another person's money. The person paid that money there. End of the year, I can still use it to solve one or two problems in the meeting. Now, this Fulani, I'm telling you this so that you will think, you that is thinking that the Fulani herdsmen eat somebody's farm, it's none of your business, and that person is in the same meeting with you, and you are paying, maybe you paid the money you paid into the meeting, you are expecting to have it by end of the year. That person that is doing that farm have collected it as a loan. Now, end of the year, he was unable to pay. You will not see money to buy your children Christmas clothes or to solve your problem. The same poverty that's holding that person will now come back to you, because you are saving your money in the meeting so that you will receive it at the end of the year. One single Fulani may have cost all of you the same thing, the same pain. That is the havoc they are committing. And the only thing that can chase them out, the only way they can move out of this our land, is when Biafra is restored. When they tell you that, when you listen to Miyetti Allah, when you listen to them, they will tell you that they are everywhere. That does not mean that they parade themselves everywhere. No. That means that if you have inner eyes, if you reason far, you will ask yourself, why is it that anytime these Fulani herdsmen people then destroy your farmland, you run to your king? Your king will tell you that I will investigate it. End of the day, you will not hear anything from that your king. Ask yourself why. That is the reason. That is one thing that will show you that your king is a Fulani herdsman too. He is working to them. He is working with them. When they tell they are everywhere, that doesn't mean that the person must be a Fulani man. You will dress with their stick before you know that they are there. The moment they capture your king, they have taken over. That is why they are there. The next thing you will see them, because they will never, there is no single village in Biafra land, Fulani herdsmen will enter with AK-47. No. Sorry. They enter with stick. They enter with cow and the machete alone. Now, watch out how they bring in gun. Because these people, they draw their map, they set their plan, and they follow it very well. When I tell you at times, I tell you that these Fulani people, they are more sensitive than some of the Igbos. Don't argue with me, because that is the pure truth. One is that whenever they sit down and have meeting, they draw their plan and about to carry it out, you will never hear it outside. You will never hear it. You don't grant them interview. They will tell you what is going on, what are their plans. They don't try that. Now they have set their plans. Bagam, they are now taking it out step by step. They will now walk into your village with cows and stick and machete. They will come with it into the palace, so not that they will leave it in the bush. When they come to that palace, they will come with machete. They will tell their king that this machete is what they used to cut to make road in the bush, which they use it, and that the same cutlass machete, they are using it to butcher you people. Now, after they now bought your king, they pay him, they bribe him. He don't have any say again. They are in charge. They give him money because they know that it's abomination for king to take bribe. Once you do that, you can use it to threaten them. And when they can go to police to arrest the king by telling you that we paid the king before we enter. The king cannot deny it. So when they enter now, they will first of all, with that one machete and stick and that their cow, they will use it with they will say they are taking their cows, they are working with their cows to feed. While they are studying the maps, all corners, all the secret areas in the bush, because what makes a village strong is not inside the house. It's not in the town of any village. It's in the bush. For a village to remain protected is between the kind protections and where you can escape from, where if anything happens within that village. That's what makes a village strong. Your land, how you protect it. Now, these planet people will now take over the bushes. They will know your boundaries. They will know all the corner, all the secret places where your strong Sharan, where the strong power there in that land. They will now find out what they can do to spoil that thing. Because there's some land that are sacred, that if you are not authorized to enter, you cannot enter. When you enter, you spoil the land. The spirit that is guiding that land will move. So that is how they will enter. After they now monitor and study everything in and out of that village, they have known the weak point, because they will be coming to the market to see how you people gather in the market. They will know, they will like to listen to you people. The most people, the ones they make friend there is the one that walk to that, the person that know everything that is going on in that village. They will make that person friend. When they make that person friend, they will now dash the person, maybe one cow will die. When one cow dies, they will dash that one cow to that person. They have bribed that person. With that joy, you think they are your friends. You will now be telling them about your village. They don't just come to your village and conquer you. They take time to know all your weak points. And the people, the strong people in that your town. After they have dashed that person, that cow, or maybe they kill guinea fowl, or they kill a small animal in the bush, they will bring it to the person. It's not just a friend. They know what they know what they're doing. They will not be asking you questions. You cannot lie to them, because your mind will not tell you anything. Innocently, you will be leaking the secret of that village. You think they are foolish. They will be fooling themselves in front of you. You know, the Fulani men, when they are at, you think they don't have sense. When they do characters in your presence, you think they don't have sense. But they know everything they are doing. They know everything you are doing. They know in and out. They record everything. When they gather all these informations, do you know what they will do? They will now call the new people. If you have lived with Fulani men, know what I'm telling you. They will call another set of people. Those sets will now come. Those sets now will not go to the palace. They will now come direct to the bush and take over from them. They will divide themselves into three. Two parts will return, while the new people will now stay. The new people now will be studying, while the old people that have already studied everything will go back and they will start planning how to strike. Those people, that is why you see they will say the other sets have gone. I know. You ask them, where is your brother? I say their brother is in the other neighboring village. He's not there. They have gone to the where to report what the investigation, what he have gotten. He have gone back to give the report. They will now go back and give reports. Why the new people now will now be carrying out? We tell them, giving them, there's no change yet. Nothing have changed. They still remain as they are. They are still mugus. Those old ones now will go back and they will be drawing all their maps on how to conquer you. Those people now will be coming back because they have known the Konokano areas. They have known where your people, if your vigilante is in that village, they have studied to know where your vigilante will stand. They have studied to know where your police will stand. They have studied to know where people pass. They have known where your people don't pass. They know where your people don't go. They will now pass that area to bring in guns and bullets. They will not bring in their weapons. You will never see them. Your vigilante will be working from morning till night. You will never capture them until they bring all their weapons inside that bush, because they have studied your village. They know the areas where your people don't go. They know the road, the bush that lead to where they are going. Even some of the road they will know. You people, the real owner of that village will not know it. I'm telling you this is the secret on how they conquer any village they enter. How they conquer it, because if you are vigilante, you think that you are guiding, you are protecting your village, and there is a henchman there, you are not protecting that village. They can take you anytime, any day. They know the time the vigilante come to mount their checking point. They know the time you go for your break. They know the time you go in the night. Maybe you start your vigilante by 8 o'clock, by 1 o'clock you go. They know everything because they don't sleep. They don't sleep. They study you. Their duty there is to study you. They will confuse you with this is their cow. They are not rearing cow. They will just be reading the map. That is how they will bring their gun. The moment they bring their gun, the next thing you will see is the strongest person in that village. They will kill the person, because if they haven't brought the person over, they will rob and kill the person first. They will not tell you that the person was assassinated. That is what the Gota media will tell you. He was assassinated, or there was robbed and he was shot to death. When they clear the person who don't concur or agree with them, the rest of people don't know where the death come from. They don't know, because you don't have the police to investigate. You don't have your king to investigate. You don't have your vigilante to investigate. Nobody, everybody will just assuming that it's some robber. That is what you will assume. The next thing you will be seeing is from one attack to the other. From one attack to the other. When you even ask the villagers, they will tell the Fulani herdsmen don't go away with they don't walk around with machete and they don't go with guns. They don't have guns. Where would they bring in when the vigilante is there? You see the reason why you must chase Fulani herdsmen out of your bush, out of your land. You see how they penetrate you. From this attack, they know when the boys will come to the stream. They know when girls come to the stream, because they know that in the morning, once after early morning, the boys, the men will go to farm to do their farmland. It's only the medians that will cook food to bring to the boys, the men that is working in the farm. Maybe you run out of water. It's okay, let me go to the stream and fetch water to prepare food for your brother who is in the farm, for your mother and father who is in the farm cultivating. The moment you reach there, they will rape you. You see why they will rape people in your stream. Nobody will notice it. You see the reason why some of you will say, why the girl go alone? Now tell me, a girl, a median that is cooking and run out of water, what do you want the person to do? And the stream is there for she to go and fetch water. Instead of getting water, she get raped. Now, The king now have taken bribe. What those Hausa men will do again? They will come and bribe the king again for him to be shut up. For him to be shut up, he will not shut up. They will bribe him. They will give him double of what they gave him before. They will give him that. And the evil kings, that is why you see them sharing money, bribe money. Our traditional rulers are more good, active in collecting bribe than carrying out their function. That is why you cannot see any king from anywhere today telling you anything about evil governors, evil leaders. Have you seen it? That is why when we say something, you think we are just vibrator, or maybe we are just making noise. We are not making noise. We are passing information to you people to know how the kings from different villages have failed and how they aided the Fulani herdsmen to take over our land. That is what you will get. Now, another one is the evil governors and the senators. It's no longer news that we don't have governor in the Eastern Zone. What we have is slaves to the Janjaweed, to the Emirs, ruling us as a governor. There is no single governor in Igbo land today. No single governor. We don't have governor. Go and investigate it. What we have now is errant men, not boys, because they are not boys any longer. They are housemen. That is men, errant men. How will I call it? They have a houseboys. We have housemen. They will be going messages to the Fulani herdsmen. That is why you can't see any of them say anything bad about the killing. And the moment these Fulani people tell them, give us empty land, open land for open land for open graze, they cannot think twice to give that land. Do you know why they cannot think twice? Because when your master commands you to do something, you don't have any say. You must do what he commands you to do. You must, not me, you must do what he commands you to do. Whatever he say, go and do, you will do it. Your subject today is nothing before them. The people you are ruling today is nothing before these Fulani herdsmen. The only way for we to stop this is restoration of Biafra. Now, have you asked yourself, why is it that we don't unite? Why is it that we are not together? It's very hard and when I say hard, very, very hard for we Biafrans to unite. For us to unite as one, we will bring some people down. Some people must go down. Without some people going down, Biafran can never unite. That is the truth. Without some people going down, some of these wicked people, without them going down, so that the fear will enter the rest. Once this fear enter the rest, you will see we will unite. First, once I have suggested this, that some of the governors need to go down. Some of the leaders need to go down so that they will feel, their family will know the pain of what the poor people are passing through. So that they will know the reason why some will be crying. Because, our people say that when you are carrying another man's dead body, you will not feel the pain the family is feeling until it happened to you before you will feel the pain. You must not wait so that it will happen to you before you will rise up. You must not wait until you come, it happened to you, because it may be you direct that will pay the price. Then when you pay this price, what do you expect again? You are no longer there to take a revenge. That's why I tell people that the best teacher in life is not witnessing it, it's not experience, but observation. Observation is best teacher in life. When you observe and you see what happened to the person next to you, you will correct yourself, because you will know that when you take this step, the same step, exactly this thing will happen to you. Maybe you see that somebody enter road without looking left and right, and he don't care if motor is coming, and he enters, and that motor pick the person, and the person die. You that observe it, you that see it, you will correct yourself. You will know that you must look whenever you want to cross. You look left, you look right, you look again before you move. Because if you don't correct, you want the experience to happen to you, then you enter. If you die, you cannot correct anything. Your spirit will go. Now, all these evil governors, councillors, and the chairmen, senators, and the House of Representatives we have in Igbo land today, they are not doing their job. And why they are not doing their job is that nobody is questioning them. Nobody is challenging them. Nobody is telling them, oh, you were sent to go and represent us. What are you doing there? Oh, we voted you in. You haven't give us anything in return. Now we will call you back. Nobody is doing that. Do you know that some of those governors now and these evil people fighting for one nigger area, do you know what they are now doing? In case you don't know, they will be now paying people to go into Facebook and take people that has platform. If they see that your platform have more viewers every time you come online to talk, or maybe you are doing comedy, you are famous, people listening to your platform very well. Do you know what they do? They will now tell you how much will they pay you for you to castigate what IPOB is doing. Are you people aware of that? Many people you see today, they are talking good. They are doing good thing. Before you know it, you will see them talking rubbish. You will see them attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which even the platform they are using to attack this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with restoration of Biafra. You will see them attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you think they are doing it with their senses? Because they are stupid and senseless, they will now collect this bribe and be talking rubbish. That is why we have many janjaweeds today on social media talking rubbish. And these people are Igbo people. Go and check every platform you see today talking rubbish. They are all owned by Igbo people. I'm not telling you other tribe of Biafra, because the Igbos are the ones doing that rubbish. That is why I tell you, say, even the Igbo brain, Igbo man brain, the mentality of Igbo man, we need. That is, it will take God's grace for us to think well. You know, they tell us that Igbo people are wise. We are very foolish. That is the truth. We are very stupid. The Igbos are among one of the most useless tribe. Sorry to say this, in the world. Because why I say so is that for an Igbo person to wake up to bring Igbo man down will be his dream, will be his achievement. That shows you how the level of stupidity he have in his brain. Every other tribe are working hard to promote his tribe, to help his brother to get where they want to get. But first thing that you see in Igbo man brain is how to attack his brother. That is why you see in that Zur kingdom today, the most useless kings we have there is Igbo kings. The people that cannot say anything, that don't have power to do anything, that Zur is The Igbos. Why is it like that? Because they love taking bribe. Other people take bribe not to sell their people, but to sell us outside. Why Igbos take bribe to sell their own brother? Now, you as a person, for example, take yourself as an example. I give you bribe. Then you betray your brother. Do you think I will trust you? I can never trust you. Do you know why I will not trust you? Because I know that somebody someday will give you bribe and he will betray me too. So I will be running away from you. That is why you see that most of the Igbos will betray their brothers, and immediately after that they become useless, because that person that made them to betray their brothers will not trust them, and the person have gotten what he or she wants, and he will leave you. That is use and dump. You become a use and dump property. He will never like to come near you again. That is why you see that there is no way Hausa man or Fulani man will give power to Igbo, because he will be thinking that the Igbo man will betray him. What is his name? If Nnamdi Azikiwe can say his own brother, if Ifeanyi can say his own brother, if the Nyanwodo can say his people because of riches, how do you think that these people can give you the power to govern them without selling them out? Have you seen where the problem of Igbos started? The problem of Biafrans. Ojukwu was unable to restore Biafra because of the Igbo people. Then turned back against him instead of uniting with him. That is why Efang fight till the last day. Even when Ojukwu run, the man continue fighting. They think that if he's an Igbo man, the moment Ojukwu left, he will sell the Biafrans. He can never even consult Ojukwu. He will see him sell the whole Biafrans to the evil people. These are the critical matters that we will look into when we restore Biafra. These areas of mentality, they are for this mentality to be corrected, for us to correct and stop these things you are seeing happening in Igbo land today. First, we will create a law against all these things. We will create a law that will make them be thinking like human beings. You will create a law that once you misbehave, once you engage yourself in such act, you will face the consequences. That is the only way. When first, second, third go into such a such thing, you will see them. You will see the rest rethink. Now, let me tell you something about the platforms you are seeing on this thing. Or what is it called? On social media. Let me tell you something about it. Most of those people is not on their way to attack any person. Some of those pages and the platforms were created for some of their, maybe they have dreams of becoming something someday. But they have been trying to get there, but they are not getting there. Now, this evil government will now see that as an opportunity. Once you see an Igbo man, you see money. That's the reason. Is when they say that we love money more than everything, that doesn't mean that other tribes don't have money, love money. But ours is excess. Ours is too much. When they see someone having platform, they will pay the person. The person will abandon the reason he created that platform. The person will abandon the purpose of that platform and be talking rubbish. I was watching a Master's Prophet with this guy. I will not mention his name. This guy living in Turkey. This thing living in Turkey. He asked him, how do you want Nigeria to be divided since you are against Martin Namdekan and you are against what your IPOB is doing? Now, what are you doing to divide this country? Because he said that he wants Nigeria to be divided into 8. to tell you that this person don't have something in him, that empty brain is what he has. He don't even have plan for himself. Do you know what he answered? He said that I don't have any power to divide Nigeria, and he's not doing anything to divide it. Now ask me, why are you now fighting who have the power to do it? You are fighting him because you hate him. These are Igbo people. These people are Igbo people. Now you don't have the power to do it. You don't know how to do it. You don't even know how things are being done. You don't even have plan. But you are thinking the person that is doing it and not doing it right, and you don't have ideology. That shows the greediness in you. That shows how stupid you are. Do you know the difference between want and demand? Do you know that, this English, you see, that's why they say when you want to lie, you lie in English. It's very good to lie in English because it's not our language. The mind and the want. Ask any person, what do you want? He say, I want to become president. I want to born 7 children. I want all my children to study abroad. I want to be the richest man on earth. That is your want. What you wish to be, but you don't have the power to do it. That is want. I want to be like Nelson Mandela. I want to rule the world. What are you now planning to? What are your plans for you to get there? You don't have plan. You don't have any ideology to reach there. That means you want. But the mind is when you have the power, you have everything it takes. You can demand. I demand apology from you. That means you are commanding the person. You have the power, the capacity. You can you can demand for a car because you have the money to pay for it. When that car comes, you will pay for it. The mind is what you are capable of doing, what you have qualified. You demand for it. You have it. You merit it. You have the capacity. You have the capability. You can demand for it. And within you, you have all it takes to demand it. You see it. That idiot wants Biafra, but you don't have any plan. You don't have anything. You don't know about it. You want your dream. Nobody wants to be poor today. Nobody wants to be poor, but people are poor. In the history, have you asked any person, what do you want? And he tell you, I want to be poor. He don't want money. He want to be poor. It's not possible. But what are your plans? That is why you see them. They will have their platform. Instead of to be working to reach that demand level, you will see them, once this evil government that have destroyed their country, that have condemned their future, instead of them to demand their resignation, which they have power, instead of them to demand for them to give them good road and good hospitals, you will see them, they will be wanting. I want them. Meaning you want, it's under probability. The mind is not under probability. It's for sure you demand it. You see the problem that we are facing today. We don't know when to demand and when we want. We don't know. And it's affecting us today. Most of us now want Biafra, but they don't demand for Biafra. You want. And once you want something, it can be next 100 years. But when you are demanding for something, you don't wait. You demand for it at that moment, that time, at that point of time, you are demanding for it. You can't be demanding for something next year. No, you demand for something now. If those people that is saying that they want Biafra, if they can demand for Biafra, you will see Biafra restored. If every people you see today that you will ask them, they will tell you, I want Biafra to come, I want to be in Biafra land. If they demand for Biafra, you will see them, the Biafra restoration. Go and check it. Because we are not yet demanding for Biafra. That is why you see these things are happening. All we want is Biafra, but you haven't demanded for it. You want it, but you must demand for what you want for you to get it. You want it, demand for it then. You want it, go and get it. Can you go and get it? Can you demand for your want? Can you demand for your want? That is the question. You want it. Can you pay the price to demand for it? Because when you pay the price, you demand for what you paid for. You don't want it again. You will demand for it because if you have paid for it, it's yours. You can demand for it. It belongs to you. Any person you ask today will tell you, say, I want Biafra. Ask the person, you that want Biafra, what are you doing for Biafra to come? What are you doing? Have you demanded for the Biafra you want? Have you? You want it, but you cannot demand for it. You know, you can want something and you get away. That is you want. But when you say you demand for it, you are in. You will be in for it. There is no traditional rulers today that doesn't want Biafra, but none of them are demanding for Biafra. There is no governor in the East today that doesn't want Biafra, but none of them is demanding for Biafra. There is no living soul in Biafra land today that will open his or her mouth to tell you that he doesn't want Biafra. But none of them are demanding for Biafra. That is what is hindering Biafra today. The few people that are demanding for Biafra are the one you see they are killing. When you want Biafra, nobody will threaten you. Nobody can kill you. But when you demand for Biafra, that is when you will see people attacking you. When you see that people are attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people are not attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he wants Biafra. People are attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he demands for Biafra. Any person you see they are attacking today, that person demands for Biafra. That person demands for his right. That's why they are attacking him. When you want Biafra, nobody will attack you. When you want Biafra, they will say, oh, he wants Biafra. That one does. Everybody wants it. But when the moment you upgrade from that want and you enter the mind, there the problem lies. The question you will ask yourself today, in the whole Biafra land, how many people want demand for Biafra? Everybody wants Biafra, but nobody is demanding for Biafra. It's few of us that is demanding for Biafra. That is why that those that are demanding for Biafra, their life is in danger. Their life are in danger. You cannot be demanding for Biafra while you are investing in Nigerian government. It cannot be possible. You can't be investing on something you rejected. Something you don't want, you cannot be investing on it. That is why I tell you that you see all these evil people that parade themselves as what is it called? As freedom fighters. And they're having their investment. Every day they invest, they campaign for people. They want Biafra. To be sincere with you, they all want Biafra, but none of them are demanding for Biafra. None of them are demanding Biafra. That is the problem we are facing in the rest of Biafra. When you see all these people you are seeing on the social media, or they will be talking against Biafra, don't blame them. Poverty is a disease. Let me tell you, there is two types of poverty. One, being natural poor. You are poor, you don't have money. Another one is poor in brain, poor in mindset, poor in thinking. You can be poor in thinking, you can be poor in reasoning. You might be rich, you have the fiscal cash, the fiscal money they are using, but you can be poor in your brain. That is why you see most of the governors in the Igbo land today, in Biafra, they are all poor in thinking. Yes, they have money, but they are poor in brain. The inability for you to think beyond what you have this moment, that's what makes you poor in thinking. That is what makes you poor in reasoning. You are poor today because your inability to identify good and the bad. You are poor in knowing the good and bad. Your brain, the brain that differentiates the good and poor, your own is very poor, is very low. That is what the cause of your inability to know the right thing. You know, there is so many poor people, they don't have cash, but they are rich in brain. There are many. When you come across those people, they are not having the fiscal cash. It's not because they are not working hard. And when there are some people that that doesn't mean that maybe their destiny, they haven't met their destiny, but the reason for they work, or maybe the African magic powers are manipulating them. That doesn't mean that they are poor. They are rich in brain. When Mazi Nnamdi can tell you that he needs 100 people, what he means that he needs 100 people that can demand for Biafra, not 100 people that can want Biafra. Today, can you count up to 100 people that are demanding for Biafra? You cannot. Highest you can count is 10, or if I'm not mistaken, is 10 or 20. Not even some of the IPOB coordinators and the principal officers, some of them don't demand for Biafra. What they want is Biafra. How many of them can lay their life? That is why I'm not saying that they are not doing their job. They are doing great job, but they haven't demand. There is a difference when you demand and when you want. When you see, or if we can unite and demand with one voice, when we demand for this Biafra, you will see it will be restored. Biafra will be restored, but we haven't demanded. We want. We keep on wanting. Ask any child today, what do you want to be in future? I want to become president. But can he demand at that point? No. No. That is the truth of the matter. The kings today are demanding to collect bribe. They are demanding corruption in our land. The people you call your governors today, they are demanding for corruption. They are demanding to weaponize poverty in our land. That is why you see the poverty and employment growing. The corruption is growing every day because that is what they are demanding every day. When Hope Uzodinma lose the election, he ran to Supreme Court because he knows that that is the only way you can demand evil. He ran to the northerners that crown governors, the eastern, the people that can make you governor in the east. He ran to them. That is why he go there. They give him their demand. You must meet up with our demand for you to become governor. And what are their demand? You must sell your people out, which he have done. They have met with their demand. Then the now make him the governor of Imo State. He become a Supreme Court governor today. How many of you can meet up the demand for the restoration of Biafra? How many of you? How many of you can pay the price for your demand? That is the question. Not everybody that you see, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another said. Not all of them are fighting for Biafra. Some of them want to be seen on the screen. Some of them want just I want my name to be there. Many are like that. That is why you see the moment they swallow money and they sanction them, they will open platform and be talking rubbish. Because what his or her mission there is selfish desire. He wants money. He wants that proudness is what the person wants. Not everybody see Biafra must come. Biafra must come. He will be shouting. This one content fire you. This one a saboteur. Not all of them can demand for Biafra. Many of those people are upcoming sabos. Most of the people you see today talking trash or campaigning for the restoration of Biafra, some of them are upcoming saboteurs. They are just doing that so that the evil government can see them. Oh, this person is doing well. Let us bribe him so that he can. That is what many of them are doing. They don't have integrity. Call them privately for phone and even small discussion, you will see how they will be sounding. Through what you will be hearing from them will tell you that this person is not a freedom fighter. He's just there to make the famous for famous sake. That is the people that we will deal with. Because we are here to lecture people. We are not here to be to be talking trash. Tell them the truth. I have seen many people like this one in Germany. I don't like mentioning their name because they know themselves. These people are confused. Now tell me, if you don't know where you belong, how can you know what you are fighting for? How? Most of the people you see that will come today, Nigeria is a zoo. We all know that Nigeria is a zoo. They are telling you that Nigeria is a zoo so that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will say, oh, this person is doing work. Are you fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is your freedom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You think Biafra is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He only loves you people. And the love we have for Biafrans, he don't like the marginalization that his people are passing through. And he's being created and called for this. That is the work he's doing. So if you want to fight, fight. Not coming to defend the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are looking for cheap recognition. When you are called for this, you will know what you are calling is, and you will go for it. The people, any person you see, some of those comedians, I want to say this, I have said it before, but let me repeat it again. When you see some comedians, their platform, don't beg them. Don't beg them to preach about the gospel truth in their comedy, in their distance. Leave them alone. Let them do their comedy. Because you know why I say this? When you are begging them to come to preach IPOB, the moment they will now see you like, okay, these people will be begging, okay, maybe they are making money. Then when the government will come and still tell them, preach against this thing. These people will not say, okay, now I see that the reason why you are begging us, meaning that, okay, they are paying something. The next thing they will ask how much you will pay. If you say, I will pay for you to fight freedom, they will now go for the government. Because they want to make money. But when you don't beg them, when the suffer reach their domot, you will see them. They will talk. You will see them. They will be there. I will be the one to tell you to be crying for help. That time they will be ask you, bros, when will Biafra coming? Most people today, they will be asking, Mazinan can have promised us this Biafra. Every time we give, say Biafra will come, Biafra is not coming. We haven't seen the Biafra. But ask that person that's saying that, what have you done for you to restore the Biafra? He will say that, he will tell you that I might the person to restore the Biafra, but he is the one still telling you that he will give us Biafra. You see, the person is poor in brain, poor in thinking. Do you think that for you to restore a nation is something that you will just wake up and do within one day? When they tell you, say, to be a man is not one day job, don't you know that it's a parable? It's a parable. And for Biafra to be restored, there's a lot of sacrifice that we have to pay. We have already paid and we will still pay more because it's something that there is no amount of sacrifice that is too much for it. We need to focus and know there is so many upcoming saboteurs. They are in IPOB, they are outside IPOB, they are in the zoo, they are working in different areas, different sectors today. You see some of the platforms you are seeing today, preaching Biafra. Some of them will sell out. The person in this idiot in Turkey, sorry to call him idiot, because when you don't have something to offer and you see someone that has something to offer, you don't need to attack that person. What you need to do is to listen, get idea, have something in you, and support that person. Not by staining your name. Not by staining your name. If you don't have something to offer, channel your energy on another thing. Most of the nigger area youth today, if you want to draw their attention, start anything like BB Niger. That is what they care. The poverty that is swallowing them, they don't care. They don't care about that. They don't care about good governance. They cannot demand for it. The reason why you see that the old men, these old men that are governing the zoo today, are conquering and they are going, they do away with whatever they do, is because they know that the youth, the people, the citizen cannot demand for anything. They don't have the mind. They don't have the mind. What they have is want. What they have is want. And that is the truth. When you need want, when you want something and they don't demand for it, that thing can never come your way until you demand for it. Until you demand for it. Biafra is the only thing that whenever we demand for it, and we can get it. And when we restore Biafra, we can be able to move forward. Because that is where our hope lies. Not everybody you see outside country, not all of them are living well. Some are dwelling in poverty, and those that are dwelling in poverty, mistakenly they have platform. They can commit any evil in that platform in order to get money. They can do all kind of rubbish in order to get money. That is why you see this one in Germany. You don't know if he is fighting against IPOB. You don't know if he is with IPOB. You don't know if he is fighting against Nigeria. He is in both sides. You know, when even in the scripture, it says, if you are not hot, you must be cool. Some are not hot, some are not cool. They don't belong to here, they don't belong to here. They are like a saloon, saloon chair. Whenever you turn it, it will be there. A wrapper, if you put it in the shoulder, it will be there. If you put it like this, it will be there. They don't have anything to offer. They don't. And that is why 90% of them will end up in poverty. You will see them, this and that. The one that you want to sit down with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you see him fighting on the street. Imagine you see Nnamdi Kanu fighting on the street because of with a black man, and tomorrow he will tell you that he wants freedom. That is how stupid some of them are. You want to speak with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you don't have anything. Do you think that the level of poverty that idiot have subjected himself to is what makes him to fight on the street, and he want to sit down with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? God forbid bad thing. You think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring himself so low to speak with imbeciles like him? Keep on watching. You see every of this platform you see on social media today, making noises, talking to them, making this and that. Give them more 6 months. 1 year is too much. Give them more 6 months. You will see them. Once they don't have topic, they will deviate. They will become a dog that will chop the bone they hang on their neck. But one thing they don't know is that with them or without them, Biafra will be restored at the appropriate time in this our generation. One thing we must know is that not everybody that starts something, not everybody that started something that will finish it. Some will fall, some will get injured, some will get tired, some will stop, some will continue. Like one man, he will tell me that time that he will say, Paul, for you to pass, someone must fall for you to pass. For you to pass, someone must fail for you to pass. For you to climb, someone must fall. In life, determination. Then say that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Only the tough can reach that promised land. And only the tough name of those tough you can see on that book of history. Not everybody will make it. Even in the Bible, not everybody make it. Joshua, Moses led Israel out of Egypt, but he never entered promised land. Joshua was not the one who take Israel out of Egypt, but he was the one who led Israel to Egypt. That is to tell you that it's not compulsory that you are the person who started it must end it. No. You may get tired along the road. When you see that you don't have the capacity, you don't have what it takes to move forward, give to that person that have what it takes to move. And that is the problem why you see that some people are now fighting against the restoration of Biafra, because they think they are the one who started it. They want to be the one who end it. But when you have lost the glory, you have lost the power to end it. So what you need to do is to have the power. It happened between Saul and David. Saul was the king. When God anointed David, I wish Saul used his number 6 and step down, hand over that kingship to David. He could be alive and God might remember him and bless him with another thing. He would climb. But he want to eliminate David. That's what led to his death. You see the people that is fighting IPOB today because you started somewhere. People like Wazirika and the so-called Iranian. You see them. Proudness, greediness is the thing that is pushing them to be doing what they are doing today. Greediness is what you see that is making them to do what they are doing today. Not because they want to do it. Even some of them, when they are alone, you will see their conscience will be flogging them. But what will people say will make them be talking rubbish. Do you want to tell me that if Wazirike can realize that he has lost the power, if Wazirike can realize that he has lost what it takes to be a leader, to lead Biafra movement, Biafra strong, if he can realize that, oh, I have lost my integrity by doing this or by doing that, what will I do to redeem my integrity? Now, you will look, you see that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra has what it takes. He has the capability, the capacity to move them forward. What he needs to do as a wise man is to calm down, swallow your pride. You join Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. First, you ask him to forgive you for the atrocity you committed against him. There is no harm on saying I'm one being on earth. He will apologize that he will not listen to you. That is the most important thing. If Wazirike have this sense and they do that and they team up and they vow never to deviate again, believe you me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never castigate him. If he can walk and know that, yes, I have lost the power, you will join your force with who has the power. Since you say that restoration of Biafra is what is in your mind, that you have the passion of your people in you, you swallow your pride, because if you have the interest of your people, you can sacrifice anything because of your people. When you are a leader and you love the people you are leading, you can pay any price to guide and protect them. Now, if he loved the Biafrans as he claimed, what is pride that you cannot swallow? What is the selfish desire that you cannot throw away? And work with who God have ordained to carry the mission, to accomplish it. Do you want a prophet or a native doctor to tell you that you don't have the capacity again before you know that you don't have capacity? I said it for the beginning of this my video that the worst thing that can happen to a leader is when he fails. When he fails to realize or to know that the people he is leading is no longer listening to you. That thing is the worst thing that can happen to a leader. He have failed to know that the people that is claiming to be their leader, those people are no longer interested in him. That is where his failure started. Because he now see that the people are not listening to you. Instead of you to realize that you are doing everything for you to gain for those people to get their attention, then you can't get their attention. Rather, you are not causing more problem to yourself. You are not causing more problem to yourself. You want to become the Moses and the Joshua at the same time. No, you must be one. Even the Bible said that the first shall be the last shall be the first. It's a parable. It's a parable. But we don't reason. Even at times we reason, but we don't take what we reason. We think, and when the Spirit leads us, we will leave that Spirit and be doing what is unnecessary things. That is the problem we are having in Biafra today. Me that you are seeing here today, I once have issue. Me that you are seeing here today, I once have issue with IPOB, but that does not make me to say that, oh, I will no longer be there. I realize my mistake and I need to still apologize. That is what makes you a man. If I continue because of my people I'm leading, more because of what people will say, I will become foolish forever. Because I will never know that I'm fighting a wrong fight. You will never know. Today, Michael Iruanya subjected himself to nothing, to the extent of bringing himself so low to go to a destiny in Turkey, to the Turkey lower Niger. Do you have sense? Does that make sense to you? Even before you say it, like our people say, before you say something out, first of all, reason what you are saying. Say it within you, and assuming that someone is saying that thing to you, how will you feel, or how will you see the person? How will you see the person? Must you engage yourself with anything low? Must you? Proudness. Bribe. He himself said it with his mouth that he wanted to take over Radio Biafra because somebody tell him or say to him that UCHMF4 don't have the capacity or what it takes to lead. Then out of greediness, you want, it must be you. No, it must not be you. In you, you must think that you have everything, you have the power. But God have looked what is in you, know that you don't have the capacity. He will choose that person that you think he don't have it. God have seen the strength of that person because it's not by size. It's not by mind. He will choose. That is why among the family of David, God chose him. He's not the first son or the second son. He's not the strongest one, but God chose him. There is something in the person that God sees, that me and you, even the person that thing is inside him, will not know that he has that thing. You will not know. That is why they tell you that for you to know if you are good, listen what outsiders is saying about you. Your good news will be, you will hear it outside, not you determining whether if you are good. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was that bad, not from Radio Biafra you will hear it. I could have heard it from my friend's mouth. Those that are non-Biafrans will tell you this man is evil. If you want to know, ask any person that is not a Biafran, how do you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He will tell you that this man is a prophet, this man is a God sent, but a prophet, you can't, a prophet is not recognized in his homeland. That is why he is nothing in Biafra land today. If outsider, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were to be a Britain citizen, born there, people will be paying a huge amount of money to travel to Britain to seek ordinary idea. Ordinary idea, you will pay, you will suffer to go there. And when you reach there, you will still pay a gate fee to see him. For him to just give you an idea, but you have him freely. Why must he be him? This power you are seeing, any person that you see that is a leader, that person is not benefiting anything. Let me tell you the truth. You see these coordinators you are seeing in IPOB today, they are not benefiting anything. They are putting their own. If you are a coordinator today, you will be putting your own money. Nobody is paying you. Who will pay you? Come here, go there, go that place. Do you think that somebody will give you money? So why I'm saying this is that those of you that are jealous of that position, to know that that position, you must have money, your own money to spend. Not expect me to come and pay you for you to attend the meeting we attend anywhere. You are a coordinator. They ask you to come to Germany today and you are in Spain. You will be the one to go where you are working and take permission. You will take permission. Maybe you have exceeded your permission days, because every year you have a number of days you can take permission. If you are your own, you have taken all the permission. You will work extra hours. You will work extra hours for you to cover that days that you will use to go to Germany for a meeting. And you, after working that extra hours, the money they will pay you where you work, you will use it to cut ticket. You will still use your money for feeding. You will book hotel, you will lodge with your money. Nobody will balance you this. This is a sacrifice most of people pay. And you will day your house and you will be talking rubbish. And you think fighting against those people, God will not punish you. You want to be a leader. How can a jobless person be a leader? You want to be a leader when you are very poor. So now, do you want to be taxing the poor people that you are leading to come and be paying you? No, you must have it. That is why you must respect those. Now, some are jealous of Radio Biafra because they hear that they are paying some dues. But have you asked yourself, what are these people sacrificing? What are they passing through? If you are not in, you will not know what they are going through. If you are not involved, you will think everybody is enjoying there. Once you come, they will be paying this and you will be living, you will be using their this to be paying your house rent. My brother, when you enter, you will be the one begging, I don't want to be again. But nobody, you must lead. Say you want to lead, you must. Those people that you see today fighting to be there, they haven't been there. Obulonya called. If I were to be Iruanya, what is it called? RAF. The only solution for you people to redeem your images is not by castigating IPOB. No, you are adding problem to your problem already. What you need to do now is to swallow your pride, because you know that you are the person who make everything wrong. You are the person who wronged the people. You wronged the masses. Your leader entered prison because he is fighting for you. Because of you, he entered prison. Instead of you to fight, organize unstoppable protests to make sure that he is out. What comes to your mind is that the deputy is not capable, that you want to become the deputy. That shows that if somebody will not tell you that you are evil, hear it today that you are evil from me. Because if you were to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will not only sanction you, I will get you arrested as one of the people that attempted to kill me. That is what I will do. Do you know that that act alone is worse than what this Operation Python Dance did in his Afaruku? Because for you to do this, you want him to remain in prison so that they will be parading you as the leader. that means you are not working for him. You are not working for Biafra. You are trying to set him up so that you can take the lead. Do you think that Joshua set Moses up for him to take lead? Do you think that David come into power by setting Saul up? Do you think that Samuel become the priest after Eli by setting Eli up? These are Igbo people. These people are Igbo people. That is where it pains me most. When I say that most of people you see in IPOB, they are not demanding of Biafra. They want Biafra. That is, look them. They are not demanding. They want. The people that are demanding for restoration of Biafra is not up to 20. I'm telling you the truth. They are not up to 20. The people you see everywhere, those are the people that want Biafra. But those that demand for Biafra, you don't see them. They are not many. Once you see them, once they reach 50, they reach 70, you will see the zoo will collapse. Totally. Not coming to social media to cause a person, label person saboteur. That doesn't make you a freedom fighter. You must lecture the people, the masses, the importance. Talk sense to them. What I expect Wazirike to be doing on his platform, not to come out to talk rubbish, is to come out to tell people how to support the movement, to encourage those. Do you know that by age, Wazirike is elder to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know that if he swallow his pride, he can advise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on some issues, on some with his own experience, they will move forward. But he keep on sabotaging everything. He keep on playing dirty games, mind game. That is not good for our people. You are an Igbo man from Igbo nation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man from Igbo nation. Why the attack on him? Because he's an Igbo man. In this Biafra struggle, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to come from other tribe, you will not see Wazirike attacking him. You will not see Iranya or Imam Mezu, what are they called, to attack him. They will come down and follow him on the step. But since he's an Igbo man, everybody have power. And that is what is hindering us today. That is what is making Biafra not to be restored today. The greediness and the bribing. Our kings are there taking bribe, sharing money, supporting all progressive criminals. They call APC. All people's criminals. They're supporting those evil. There is no king in our place today that can speak the truth again because of bribe and corruption. You take bribe and you want to fight and protect the bribe you have taken. Why? Is that how your forefathers hand over to you? My people. No tribe on this earth that hates money. But ours is different. Ours is totally different. We love money with hatred and heaviness and jealousy and envy. Other tribes just love money and they work for it to have it. But we, the Igbos, we can kill and do all sorts of things. Do you know that if Hush Puppy to be an Igbo man, do you know that by now you will see like about 5 to 6 Igbo people that will come out to bear witness against him that he is a Yahoo Yahoo. Are you people aware? If Hush Puppy to be an Igbo person, by now you will see like up to 7 Igbo people that will be coming to America to bear witness against him, and they will come out with useless proofs. Are you people aware of that? That is evil. That is so bad of us. That is why when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the rest were in court, you see an Igbo person coming to bear witness about container the transmitter. Do you think that person that is coming out there is a Hausa person? It's an Igbo man. Why must he be an Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why is not me? It must be me. If not me, I will not allow it to happen. If not me, if my name is not on Restoration of Biafra, I will destroy it. That is what you see them. That is what you will see them doing. That you see the battle you see today. The Igbo man cannot get on the inability for Igbo man to rule Nigeria since independence. It's not because they don't have people that can do it, but the people that can sabotage them is more than the people that can support them. That is the truth. Today, you see other tribes doing that the same thing that Igbo man will do and land himself in trouble. Other tribe will do it and go scot-free. Not because the other tribe are more intelligent, but rather they protect themselves. We are the problems of ourselves. 90% of people you see today shouting Biafra, Biafra, they don't demand for Biafra. They don't demand for Biafra. Biafra is not in their mind. They want Biafra, but they cannot demand for it. Because it's when you demand for something that you can have it. You want, you can't get it because you want. Want doesn't mean that you can demand. It's two different things. It's two different things. When you want to fight for the freedom of your nation, don't fight to impress somebody. Don't be fighting so that somebody can praise you. The moment you come out to earn people's praise, you will get discouraged when you don't get that praise. But when you come out and you want to say the truth the way it is, you say your mind and praise your God, you will not expect praise from people. Even when people do not praise you, you will see yourself growing more higher because you are not there to praise people. You don't come out to impress people. If you are coming out to impress people, the moment you will attack, you will go down because you will not have the spirit again. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come out to impress me and you will see that by now you will not be hearing anything like Biafra again. Because our people will bring him down. But because he is doing the work of God, he is answering his call. He don't care if you praise him. He don't care if you attack him. He is after the God who called him for this mission. Once that God is happy, my brother, carry on. Because it's the God that will protect you, not the poor masses. Not the people that attack you. They cannot protect you. The person who keeps you alive and the person that will protect you. Do you think that if it's easy for this Izu government, If they know how to, they can close anything so that you cannot hear about Biafra again. Do you think that they cannot send Nigeria to do it? The government you are seeing today now is ready to sell off Nigeria in order to make sure that nobody talk of Biafra again. But one thing we must know is that when God says yes, nobody can say no. When God say go, go. Don't listen to what people may say. Because when the children of God suffer and God say go and rescue them, you must go because He is there to protect you. We are still waiting when the people from Biafra will rise up to demand for Biafra, not want. I want. You want, don't do anything. Want can't give us Biafra. Demand for Biafra so that Biafra will be restored. Believe you me. If the full Eastern region can demand for Biafra, Biafra will be restored immediately. And that is the truth. But we are not demanding for Biafra. We are demanding attack to attack ourselves. We prefer to attack ourselves than getting Biafra. Thanksgiving, Wali. Exactly. They want Biafra, but they don't need it. If you meet the demand for the restoration of Biafra, you will get it. The demand to get Biafra is to stand up and reject everything concerning zoo. Rise up, reject anything that has to do with this zoo government. You can't eat your cake and have it. It's not possible. You want Biafra, you are going for election for one zoo. You are voting your evil leaders. Why you say you want another thing? And when election comes, you will troop out in mass. That shows that you don't know what you are confused. Let me use a child, for example. When a child want to suck breast, when a child need to suck breast, give that child water, you will see the child, you can never. That child will be crying. If you like, give that child water, continuous crying until you put that breast on his or her mouth. You will see the child, you will calm down. That is to tell you that he knows what he needs. He don't need water, not water that he demand for. He demand for breast, and you are giving him water. He will reject it because that's not what he demanded. Until you give that child breast that he demand, he will collect that breast and calm down. How can you say you want Biafra and you are shouting a restructure? What are you restructuring Biafra or you are restructuring Nigeria? Do you think that independence comes from restructure? You will say you want Biafra and you are campaigning for presidency. Which one are you going for? You say you don't need Fulani to be killing your people, and you are opening, giving them land for opening graze. What for grazing? What exactly are you confusing yourself into? You don't want them to be raping your brothers and killing that is going on. You are still welcoming them. Hmm? When you want something, if that thing can be next 100 years, it can never come in your lifetime. Because You must demand for what you want. You must need it before you get it. We want, everybody today want to become president. Everybody today want to become world president. Even me, I want to become world leader. Everybody want to become impossible something. Ask a wheelbarrow pusher today. He will tell you, I want to rule America, and he is from Nigeria. You want impossible thing. But when you need something, you know that that thing you need, you merit it. You can demand for it. Get it. All the traditional rulers today, all of them want Fulani herdsmen to go out. But are they working towards that? No. They are the one bringing them in. But ask them, they'll tell you, I don't want them. You don't want them, but you are bringing them in, which means you demand for them to come. You need them, but you don't want them. When you say no to something, you will reject that thing. If all of us can demand for Biafra, Biafra will be restored. We don't know what we need. That is the problem we are facing today. We are facing many problems today. Problem of confusion. We are confusing ourselves. Problem of not knowing what we want, what we need, and what we can demand for. We don't know what to demand at a particular given time. We don't know what to demand. Are you people aware that the white people, with any given time, they can tell you this is what they are demanding for. They will know it. They will know their demand. That is why they know what they are going for. They go straight to that thing they need and take it. That is why when Julius Berger comes to Nigeria, they don't come to collect their money. That their main target is that oil. Till today, any road they tie in Nigeria today, they don't collect money. They collect. You pay them with oil. You pay them with oil because they will get times 20, times 100 of that thing, that amount you will pay them from oil. They withdraw how many barrels they want. They don't care. That is, they know what they're demanding. But with the Biafrans, what are we now demanding? Are we demanding for referendum? Are we demanding for restructure? Are we demanding for presidency? Which one are we demanding? Which one? Which one you will tell me now? This is what Biafra are demanding. You will show some group will tell you say Igbo presidency. Some will tell you say restructure. But me, what I am demanding is total freedom, total independence. I don't need anything to do with one nigger area. I don't need it. I don't need it. You must know what you are demanding and you stand for it. If you demand for Biafra, then give you presidency, you say no, I don't need your presidency. What I need is Biafra. What I demand is Biafra. You will know, you must have choice. You must have choice. Not to demand you want this, you want that, you want heaven and earth at the same time. You must preach to people to know what they are demanding. Before you demand for something, you will sit down to know the benefit of what you are demanding. You will sit down to know what will you gain on this thing you are demanding. You can't just get up because you see somebody demanding for something, you go and demand for that thing. Is that how you want to live your life? This Biafra you are seeing, Biafra restoration is being in the hindrance you are seeing today in Biafra restoration is the confusion that we have caused ourselves. We don't know what we need at a particular given time. Let me tell you one thing. Do you know that in this in Igbo today, in Igbo nation, leave other tribes. In Igbo nation, come there to them today, call all of them together, tell them, 100 people, tell them, what do you people want, or what do you people want for me to do for you today? Instead of them to come up with one voice, you will see them, they will scatter, they will divide themselves. Immediately, they will start war. They can never tell you that we want presidency. They can never tell you they want restructure. They can never tell you they want Biafra. You will see them, they will scatter. Some will even tell you, say, we need money. That is why you see some now campaigning for restructure, some campaigning for presidency, some are saying all sorts of nonsense. None of them you can see saying that can demand for restoration of Biafra. That when Biafra is restored, both your presidency, your restructure, everything, you will have it in Biafra land. Nobody will think of that. They can never think of that. They can never think that when you have your nation, when you have your own country, if you need to restructure, you will restructure your country the way you want it. If you want your presidency, you put it the way you want it. Your constitution, you will be the one to make it. You will not be going to pretend to write your constitution for you. You will not be going to not to make you a governor in your own land again. Are you people not aware of that? We need more lectures because we don't know what we are doing at the particular given time. You see an Igbo man driving a Jeep, building mansions, but the only thing he knows is that he do business, he live fine, but he don't know how to make his life secured. That is why you see that the moment you see them, they get rich today, before you know it, the government will use their power to take all their riches. If we know our mind, we can stand. Do you know that there is no way custom can hold you and seize goods that you clear from Lagos and you are bringing it to the east? Do you know that there is no custom that has right to seize that goods, because that goods was imported from another country, and the same custom clear it in the wharf and they clear everything. Now you are taking it from the same country that said they are one nigger area. They want to take it from the same to the same country, and they are telling you that it's a contraband goods. Ask the person, where do they clear it before you take it? Where? You see the reason. We need to educate our people more and more so that we know the things we will be asking of. Our people need to be educated, not coming on social media to rant. Social media is meant for you to learn, lecture people, and you learn from people, listen to people, not coming to social media to rant anyhow, to be castigating nonsense. Some go to their people like traditional market. They will come IPOB versus IPOB. What is IPOB versus IPOB? What are you talking there? What will a child that look up to you as a father learn from you? What message are you passing to the people with the platform you create? Do you know that God allowed you to have that platform for a purpose? Then you are deviating from that purpose and you call yourself a man. You think you have sense. Everything, life does not end money. If one person can be able to gather the money will not reach your hand. There are so many greedy people that are more than you that can seize the money. But to tell you that you don't have power to seize the money can circulate. And God, that the money, nobody can make the whole money in this world. Why can't you try to leave a good legacy? Our people in Igbo language say that Eziafa Kego, but today nobody is trying to maintain that Eziafa. Nobody. Nobody is trying to maintain that Eziafa. That is our problem. That is the problem you see in Biafran land today. Our people need to wisen up. Referendum is coming. Referendum is coming. Have you told the people how to go about it? Do you know that many people don't know what is referendum? Some think that referendum is war. Some think referendum is killing. Some people today will say why I'm against Biafra is that when they say referendum, I can't fight. I don't want to go to war. They need people to educate them what is referendum, because some people don't know that referendum is for you to exercise your right of belonging, where to belong or where not to belong. That is it. So we have a lot of work to do in Biafra land. So if you know the one you can do it. Not praising people, not seeking for people to know you. Pass the message that you know that you can pass. As our people say, as they say, anything that has beginning must has an end. For today, I am coming to the end of today's lecture and program. And I will be here again this evening or tomorrow morning, because we must continue to preach the gospel truth. We must tell our people the truth. We must lecture our people. Okay, I don't have time to educate you on that, but tomorrow I will educate you so that you will know that it's possible. I will educate you on that. It's a nice question. I will educate you on that because we are here to educate one another. We are here to learn. We are here to tell our people the truth. And if I find anyone difficult, I can still go to ask Radio Biafra from Mazen, and he will put me through because he answered the question. But for now, I am coming to end of today's broadcast. Remain blessed and focus on the Biafra restoration. We must know what we are demanding. We must know what we are fighting for. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide every one of us, wherever we are. Everything we put our hand will be a blessing. He said, remain blessed. May God bless you. Thank you. All hail Biafra.